Welcome, everyone. We're so pleased to have this big of a party of interested people come out today because we're joining together to celebrate the start of construction for the 18 new homes for seniors. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we are operating on the traditional territory of the Simpcw First Nation. I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to join us today. I know everyone's extremely excited and passionate about this project, which all of you have committed so much of your time and effort into making a reality. Construction wouldn't be starting on these new homes if it weren't for all of our partners, our donors, and our community. Thank you all. The Village of Valemount has been incredibly supportive of this project, and I would like to welcome Mayor Owen Torgerson to share some thoughts with us today.
Thank you, Donnie, and congratulations to you and your team. Senior housing provides a nurturing and inclusive environment that fosters a sense of community, promotes active aging, and enhances overall well-being. This project offers our more experienced adults a range of amenities, support services, and social opportunities which enable them to maintain independence, thrive, and enjoy a fulfilling lifestyle in their golden years. Village of Valemount Council is pleased to partner with the Valemount Senior Citizens Housing Society and other funding partners through land donations, waiving of development cost charges, as well as procuring both sewer line and sewage lift stations. We are investing in those that invested in us during their working years to ensure that these additional units are available for those who want to age in place and to continue to call Valemount their home. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Torgerson. I too would like to say a few words. Everyone here has played an instrumental role in making this project come to this exciting stage. So I'd like to thank all of you for your valued partnerships. The 18 new affordable homes that are under construction today mean more senior citizens will soon have a comfortable place to call home. We know how important community is regardless of your age, and we know feeling connected to the community can have a remarkable effect on people's lives. These affordable homes will provide an opportunity for seniors of limited income to stay close to friends, family, and community. Our hope is that the future residents of the Ash Street project will have a communal space where they can also interact and connect with other residents. On behalf of the Valemount Senior Citizens Housing Society, I would like to thank all our partners for their tireless work in helping to bring this project to the starting line. We look forward to welcoming everyone again at the finish line as we celebrate the grand opening of these new homes. And now I would like to have Kimberly Allington, our architect, come and speak a few words about this project.
Hi everyone, what a privilege it is to be here today to see some members of the community here, and what a privilege it is to finally break ground on such an important project for the Valemount community. I really want to thank all of the partners and the society for their time and efforts. It really takes a community to make a community, and we're seeing the fruition of all of our efforts here today. So thank you so much for being here today and participating. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kimberly. And now, as a construction lead on this project, I would like to call on Kevin Moreau to speak a few words for us.
Come over here.
Oh.
How did you miss me?
Hi, visit all.
Yes, a very, very exciting day for us. We had, and the entire team, had a lot of time, a lot of thoughts, a lot of energy invested to get us to the point where we can let our project superintendent Byron loose. And it's our privilege and honor to work in your community. We have trades, we have suppliers, equipment from the community making an impact from the housing, which is very significant for us because we're not just coming in, building in something and leaving. The community is helping to build the housing that'll fulfill needs for decades to come. We almost have the easy part. The dream that comes to play, Rashmi was a big part of that. It's knowing that there's a need in the community and getting the funders together, working through design, making sure that it's designed right for the community, getting through permits, getting through lawyers and legal, to the point where we can start building. And in short time, we've got concrete in the ground. We'll have walls coming up, and it'll start looking like the pictures in no time. So thank you for having us here, and again, a privilege for us to be part of this build. Thank you.
Relax. All right, and can you look right at me for a minute?
All right, well, we're here on Ash Street, right beside the Valemount Secondary School, at the site of the groundbreaking for the Valemount Senior Citizens Housing Society's Ash Street project, the seniors' home, 18 units that will be built. And we're here with Board Chair Donnie MacLean. Donnie, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Michael.
So tell us what we were doing here today.
Well, today is the groundbreaking ceremony for this very exciting project that the Society has been working on for several years now. This project began in May, and we are happy to move along with this. It's been foremost in our Society's work for the last while.
Right, for many years. I know it's been on the burner, on the project books for quite a long time, and it's great to see it finally getting to the actual groundbreaking stage. So this is an 18-unit facility, is that right?
That's correct, yes. It's 18 units for independent living for low to moderate income seniors. It's going to be just beautiful. It's net zero, has all kind of exciting additions to it that will make it very comfortable.
Right, and when can people expect to be moving in?
We're hoping that next in the summer of 2024, that we're starting it this year, May of 23, and by summer of 24 that we'll have people moving in. That's our hope.
Well, that's great. That's very fast. So this is a part of a project the BC government has been investing in housing across the province, $19 billion since 2017. Tell us a little bit about who are some of the partners on this project.
The Village of Valemount, BC Housing, BC Housing we will manage it on behalf of BC Housing, the Senior Citizens Housing Society will. But there was CMHC, FMC, a lot of money from the CBT to put in the kitchen that we're planning for the place. I hope I haven't missed anyone. But
of course, the Village of Valemount.
The Village of Valemount, and we've also had private donations from people who've donated money along the line. The Village of Valemount has been a huge support to us, working with us every step of the way, because this project is very beneficial for the village as well. It's something that our village has needed, a new facility like this for a long time.
Right, and so their contribution was, Mayor Torgerson was talking about it earlier, but the donation of the land and the refunding of the development costs, development charge costs for this project?
That's correct. Yeah, and village council and staff have been very supportive of helping us move this project ahead all the way.
And one of the stumbling blocks, as I recall, was the sewage lift station, because there needed to be a sewage lift station, not just for this project, but for anything else that's going out in this area. Can you tell us how that unfolded?
Well, we were a little bit afraid as a society when we learned that this was a stumbling block, and the village had tendered it, and it had come back with a much inflated amount to what the village had budgeted for. So several more trials, a bit of time, and a bigger grant came through, and so we were able to replace that lift station and make this project and potentially others around it feasible.
Right. So this is an exciting project for the community. It adds to the available housing for seniors here. There was a little bit of confusion earlier with some people thinking that this was an assisted living facility, but it's not really. It's residential independent living. Is that correct?
You're correct. BC Housing does not have an assisted or supportive living branch at all. You can refer back to the talk given by David Shea from BC Housing at the council meeting, and that was made very clear. We would love to have such a facility that had assisted living or that would provide more, but that was not what this project has unfolded or been about from the beginning. The stream of funding that we applied to through BC Housing was a stream of funding that was only for independent living.
Okay, well, maybe this is a springboard to an assisted facility down the road then.
It would be fantastic that we would have to partner with Northern Health and people like that to make that happen. Almost every other place, or in fact every place that I've heard of that has assisted living also has a hospital, so that the meals can be provided, so the cleaning, the aids that we would provide, people would have to qualify for through Northern Health, and so Northern Health would have to agree to partner, and without a hospital it's just not feasible as far as things stand today.
Right. One of the people that we didn't really talk about, and I know that were quite a big support for this project, was independent donations as well from people. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, we had solicited donations toward this project from everybody in the community wanted to see it happen, and as I understand it, we have approximately 50,000 in personal donations. When my own mother passed, I asked that money be given toward this project rather than flowers, I asked that it be given to this society, to this project. And
so,
there was many others that donated large amounts of money. The community forest gave 100,000 as well, so they're a partner that I was remiss in not mentioning earlier.
So this truly is a community project then?
Yes, it is, absolutely.
Tell us about the board and how excited you are to get to this point.
The board is very excited to get to this point because when people volunteer for a board, they have no idea how much work they're in for if they're engaging in an $18 million project over the course of their term. And we have a very good board that works well together, and it has served us well. But between the board and the committee that was in it from the beginning, that we're helping to plan, we've now moved into the construction phase, and so we're going to be thrilled to move into the moving in phase.
Well, thank you very much for being here today and for doing this for the community. This is a wonderful initiative, and we look forward to coming back and seeing you again for the ribbon cutting sometime in 2024.
Thank you very much.
We're here with Village of Valemount Mayor Owen Torgerson at the groundbreaking for the Valemount Senior Citizens Housing Society. Owen, thank you for being here today.
Oh, it's great to be here, Michael. It's a momentous occasion.
It is indeed. It's been a long time coming. Can you tell us a little bit about the village's involvement in this project? I know you spoke a little bit about it at the groundbreaking, but tell us what it means to the village to have gone through the process and what the process was.
Yeah, so way in the beginning, during the concept stages of this project, part of our community benefits agreement with Trans Mountain was to be in a form of a park or a sort of a infrastructure that's really sexy. And at the time, we needed a sewer line. Not very sexy, but a necessity for a project like this. And so $135,000 from our $185,000 went into engineering, design, and costing of the sewage lift station, which will be in the multi-millions of dollars to service this facility and the more of the undeveloped land. So that's how that started. And then just last night, Michael, we actually will back up. We donated the land, and so through subdivision concept, through our official community plan, we identified this area and this facility as playing a key role in the development of this raw bare land. And then just last night, we were able to waive the development cost charges that the organization, the Valemount Senior Citizens Housing Society, it's a mouthful, paid up front, but realized later that we were able to waive that for them.
That's great. This goes a long way to fulfilling promises that were made earlier about the importance and critical importance of housing in Valemount. Are you pleased to see it get to this point?
Absolutely. I mean, this is just one of the many recommendations coming out of the housing needs assessment, and it's something tangible we can actually put our hands on. We can smell it, we can look at it, we'll feel it one day at completion and check that box off.
Right. So 18 new units in a brand new facility, custom designed for seniors with everything on one level and everything accessible. What do you think this means for the community?
It just means the world, I think. It allow folks to stay in our community longer. They won't have to, through this independent living facility, they may not have to relocate to live with family members in their time of their golden years.
Well, congratulations on being a big part of making this project a reality with the Village of Valemount, of course, and doing that. And we look forward to speaking to you again during the ribbon cutting ceremony next year.
We were just one small cog in this grand machine, and we're just pleased to help any which way we can.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Michael.